guys, so we're on our way to Uluru. We're not even sure how to start this video, mainly because we're both far too excited, and we have such a long trip ahead of us. We weren't even quite sure what we were going to say, but we've left Perth on Sunday night at 5 p.m. so we've almost going to click an hour underneath us, and we've got 5 hours and 30 minutes left to go before we're going to hit our first campsite, which is going to be just outside of Coolgardie tonight. We are going to be pulling up pretty late, about 11:30. It's quite late, and we are aware that it is a little bit dangerous to be driving at this time of night, but we really want to punch out some Ks because we got such a big trip ahead of us. We plan to be in Uluru by Tuesday, which is hectic. So we're going to take you guys along for the ride, and I think it's safe to say that we're pretty damn excited. We've been planning this trip for a long time. So
lots of work's gone into planning this.
So much work.
Yeah, so much work, so much time.
Yeah. So yeah, excuse us for the excitement levels. We're pretty pumped, but we have got a long drive to go. So we'll pick it up along the way, and we really want to try and show you guys as much of the GCR, the Great Central Road, as we can get, because when we were researching this trip, we found it really difficult to find good quality information going from west to east.
Yes.
And not just caravanning information as well, like just general information about what it's like to drive from pretty much from Laverton to Yulara, which is where Uluru is. So we're going to do our best to try and make it informative and show you what the road's like, and sort of give you a bit of a rundown as we go, because yeah, it's something that we really tried to get off YouTube along the way, and it was difficult. There wasn't a lot of great stuff on the GCR. So yeah, so that's what you're going to see over the next little bit in this video. So we'll show you camp in the morning, because it's going to be dark when we get there, and we're going to be absolutely knackered. We're probably just going to sleep.
Yeah.
Red wine. One sneaky red, and then sleep. And we'll just show you in the morning, and then yeah, we'll take you on the trip with us. It's going to be exciting. So keep you updated along the way. Yep. Morning. This is first camp. Not even sure where we are, just on the side of the road at a little pull-off about 5 minutes outside of Coolgardie, and we are just about to, it's 5:30 a.m. and we're just about to punch to Kalgoorlie, which is only less than 30 minutes away. So we're going to head into Kalgoorlie, grab fuel at probably what will be the cheapest prices for the entire trip. So we're going to fill everything up, and then we're off. Rightio, so we're on the road. Em's in the driver's seat. Woo! And I'm going to take a few moments to talk about fuel. We stopped for fuel in Kalgoorlie. So if you're leaving Perth, yeah, Kalgoorlie is one of the best stops heading towards Leonora and Laverton. So fuel was actually $1.61 there this morning, which was really good. That's just for 91 unleaded, but we ended up getting 98 premium, and I filled up the Jerry's as well, because we decided that we'll fill the Jerry's in Kalgoorlie. So I've got 40 litres of 98 in Jerry's, and I've got another 20 litres of 95 on the roof that I put in when we left Perth. and I put in another 130 litres in the car. So that was $308 for 98, and that was paying at $1.86 a litre. So that's pretty good. We thought that was really, really good, which is why we did it in Kalgoorlie. Now all we have to do is top up along the way. So our next top up is going to be Leonora, which is a couple of hours north of Kalgoorlie, and we will do a full top up there. And then I think it's only another 100 clicks over to Laverton, and we will top up the rest of the tank in Laverton and start the GCR full, because the GCR starts in Laverton. So we're actually going to start the Great Central Road completely full, with the Jerry's full of 98 and the ones on the roof full of 95. So that's the fuel story so far. The reason we don't want to pick up too much fuel on the GCR and we want to carry more of our own fuel is that on the GCR you can only get something called Opal if you're running a unleaded vehicle. So you can get diesel, totally fine, so those people driving with diesel, all good. But if you're driving with petrol, it's a different story. So you can only get Opal, which is basically the 91 unleaded fuel, but it's had some of the aromatics taken out of it to curb some of the issues they have in the communities. And it loses some of its octane value. Not by a lot, BP says, but look, we're not taking too many chances. We'd rather the higher fuel economy out of the 98. So that's what we're doing. We probably will get Opal at some point, but we're just going to make sure that it's a minimal amount. So anyway, that is a little short story on fuel, and we will just continue pumping out this drive because it's hectic. Okay guys, we have just hit the GCR, so just on the gravel section now. Corrugation's not too bad, like definitely felt worse in Karangini so far.
Yeah.
So far they're okay. The road does get graded quite regularly, so we're hoping for an okay run. And a few people have said on the Facebook group, road's in good condition, so we should be alright, I reckon. We'll see how we go. At the moment I'm sitting on 100, so we'll cruise like this, and if we need to bring the speed down, bring the speed down, so all good. And fuel update, we decided not to go to Laverton. No real reason why not, we just had enough fuel. There is a roadhouse open that will make before sunset. It's only like 350 clicks in, and we've got loads of fuel on board, so we're happy as. We're just going to go for that. I'll top up a tiny bit when we get there, and that's it. Aside from that, there is nothing out here at all.
So far, 5 dead cars.
5 wrecked cars so far, and we've been on the GCR for like, I don't know, 20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah.
So I think some lady said that she counted them. She counted like a lot, like over 200.
Wow.
Over 200 wrecked vehicles. I mean, like if you wreck a vehicle out here, it's not coming back. You're leaving it out here. So at the moment, like the road feels really good, and I'm driving on my road pressures. But if it gets any worse than this, I'll drop it. And I'll probably drop to like 32.
There's another car.
6 cars. So I'll probably drop to 32 if it gets worse than this. But at the moment, it feels really good. So
7, 8.
8 cars. So yeah, so I'll probably drop to 32 psi if it gets any worse than this. But at the moment, it's absolutely cruisy. It's like any other gravel road you've ever driven in your life, so it's no problem.
What are you doing?
Checking things.
Just checking things. This is our lunch spot. Wait, when was the last time you used a phone box?
Oh, man, I don't know. Howdy doody. So we have just passed this little sign, so we've stopped up for a few minutes. Great Central Road sign. Woohoo! Here it is. Oh yes. Pretty pumped up. We've actually been on the Great Central for about 5.5 or 6 hours today. So it's been a massive day. We've actually been driving. We actually left our camp this morning at 5:45 a.m. and it's now 4:15 in the afternoon. So we've put together a big day, and we're just discussing where we're going to go for sunset. There should be a little spot just before Warburton, so we're going to stop there and hit up a little sunset spot. And then we also decided that if we like that spot so much, that might just be camp for the night, but we're not 100% certain. We're not too sure. We're gonna sort of go with the feel, because our proposed camp is another sort of 2 hours and 15 minutes away, and it's about 50 kilometers outside of Warburton. So yeah, that's our original plan for camp. So we'll just see how we go. We've had honestly, I reckon Great Central Road's been awesome. We've loved the barrenness. We've stopped a couple of times at a few points of interest, and it's been quiet. There's been nobody out here. We've actually seen 3 cop cars, and that's it. So yeah, it's just incredible. It's incredibly quiet, and you do feel very alone, and you do feel you do really feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, which is an awesome feeling, and it's exactly what we're going for. So anyway, enough rambling. We'll take you to our sunset spot. Em's just run off to do a couple of photos. Yeah, we'll see you there when we get there.
I think we found our camp for the night.
Yeah, mate. Morning. We just left camp 10 minutes ago at 6 o'clock, so we actually ended up waking up kind of early, about 5, but we slept like logs last night. It was dead quiet, and I mean like absolutely dead quiet. Just a camp that we found off the road, in amongst some rock formations. There was already a fire pit there from someone else who'd been there before, so we used that last night. Used some firewood that was left lying around, and gazed at the stars all night, which were just unbelievable. And I think that's something that, like, if you don't come out to these types of places, you'll never see it like that. You'll never ever see it like that. The Milky Way was just right on top of you. Crazy. So yeah, good camp. We're off to Uluru. That's our destination today. We have we have about 5 hours or 6 hours worth of driving. Not long today. That's not a long day for us. So we're going to punch it. We're about to head into Warburton. We're just going to go straight through, and GPS is talking to me. Yeah, we're going to head straight through Warburton, and I plan to do a stop at a roadhouse, probably Uluru-Kata, before we hit the Northern Territory border. So we'll show you guys along the way.
We just spotted some camels, so we pulled off the road, and Warren's sending the drone up, see if we can catch them on video. God. Do you think you got it?
I think so. It should hold to Uluru.
A whole roll of tape.
What do they say? Uluru or bust. Alright.
Half bust. Last of your fuel.
Last of the fuel.
Yep.
And a smashed rear windscreen.
Great.
Oh well, it could be a lot worse, I suppose. Could be, I don't know. I don't want to jinx it now, but it could have been a tyre or something like that.
Or any of the 200 plus cars that are flipped, burnt out, dead on the side of the road. Ah well, not long to go, and we're off the GCR.
Alrighty, see that sign behind me? It says, "Welcome to the Northern Territory." We've made it. Just got here. It's pretty windy, so I'm sorry if the audio quality is maybe just slightly average, but here we are. Yeah, and look where we are. Dean Hope Ranges, I think, and Gill Pinnacle is sort of down the road, another 20-30 kilometres as well. So amazing spot. It's quite windy at the moment though. And along the way this morning we've smashed the rear windscreen. There it is. held up with some Tarzan tape, and an entire roll of duct tape that we bought at the Roadhouse. So screw it. It seems to be holding together for now. We'll just deal with it when we get to Uluru, which is not too long. It's going to be down that road, not far. But yeah, quick stop here, and then we'll hit the road again. So we'll keep you updated.
Back on the blacktop. Woohoo!
Yay!
Warren is very over the gravel.
No more corrugation.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient, and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching.